What is going on, everyone? It is me, aLone Vault Wanderer, and welcome to aLone Time. This effectively is going to be a series where I literally just talk about myself. And I've kind of done this in the past, but I've never really given an official name to a series such as this. And I figured, with my nickname being Lone, and this just being me talking into a microphone for 10 minutes, that the name aLone Time would be quite fitting. And the intention of this series is to give all of you, the community, a chance to get to know me better personally, and hopefully to try and build a better connection with you guys and girls and myself. So what we're going to do is every week, hopefully anyways, try and create one of these videos where I just answer a question that's posed by all of you, the community. And the way you can ask those questions is by posting them in the comments below on each and every one of these videos. The question I'm going to be answering for myself today is one that I've posed for myself or created for myself. But moving forward, I'm going to answer questions that are asked by you, the community, and the viewers. And whichever question gets the most thumbs up, then those are probably the questions that I'll answer in the following video. So I hope you guys like this, and I hope you guys, can actually get to know me a bit better as a person. As you all may or may not know, I'm a pretty private person. I don't show my face. I don't talk about myself personally much. So I will be selective in terms of the questions that I actually respond to and that I answer in each video, but we'll see how it goes for the time being, and I hope you guys like what you see and hear. So the question that I'm posing for myself this week is, Lone, what's it like managing your YouTube channel? And the reason why I want to answer this question is because recently, if you haven't known, I've been going through a bit of an existential crisis, let's say, with regards to my YouTube channel. I haven't been able to figure out what content I want to do, the direction I want to take my channel, the games I want to play, the things I want to cover, etc, etc. And I have a new series coming out, which is called The Bucket List. The launch video, by the way, is in the description below, where I effectively play games and talk about my experiences. That's, the long and short of it. But what I want to do is answer this question that I've posed for myself to hopefully try and communicate better to all of you the realities of me running my YouTube channel. This is not going to be applicable to every other YouTuber. This is just my personal experience and what I've gone through in the 3 or so years that I've been creating content on YouTube. So you all know me as the aLone Vault Wanderer. To date, I've accumulated about 46,000 subscribers, which I am proud of. But one perception that I see, here and there when people leave comments on my video is that, aLone, you have such a successful YouTube channel, you're doing this for the money, you really should be putting more time and effort into your channel, you don't release enough videos, all this stuff. And I feel people ask those kinds of questions because they don't necessarily understand my personal life and how YouTube actually fits into that. So I want to try and shed some light on that right now to hopefully describe to you and to explain to all of you the realities of me running this particular channel. So first and foremost, YouTube is a hobby for me. I do this at nights and on the weekend because, as you may or may not know, I have a full-time job. So, Monday to Fridays, 8:30 to 5 or sometimes later, I work at a full-time job, which, I really like. But it means that the only times that I really have to do YouTube are either at nights or on the weekend, which also means that 1, I can't create daily videos, and 2, I can't put as much effort and time into my YouTube channel as other channels can because they do this as a full-time career, as a full-time job. So they have all day, every day, effectively anyways, give and take, to dedicate to their channel, to dedicate to creating videos and to entertaining their own audience. I don't necessarily have that because I have a full-time job, but on top of my full-time job, I have a number of other things going for me. First of all, for the past year, I've been studying on the side, so that's actually taken up some of my free time as well. Secondly, as I told you guys earlier this year, I moved out of home. In fact, I moved cities for a new job, which means that whenever I want to visit my family back home, I have to travel back down to see them. So whenever I want to do so, maybe once a month or so, that's another weekend gone. And I've just told you that weekends are probably the time where I have the most time to create videos and to focus on YouTube. However, thirdly, I also have a girlfriend who lives a very, very long way away from me, about 8 hours. So it means that whenever I go up to see her, or she comes to see me, that's another weekend gone where I'm not creating YouTube videos because I want to see my girlfriend. And because it's an 8-hour trip, the only time that we really have to see each other is on the weekend. And again, that's the time where I should have the most time to create videos, but I don't because I'm caught between all of these other commitments, whether it's, seeing my girlfriend or studying or seeing my family, etc. And also as well, just because I have free time to do YouTube, whether it's at night or on a weekend, doesn't mean I necessarily want to. Sometimes I just want to be a lazy fuck and watch Netflix or something, or play a game. But I felt like that's been getting away from me because whenever I have free time, if I'm not working on YouTube, I feel like I'm wasting my time or not using my time effectively. Whether I'm playing a game or just watching a video on YouTube or just watching Netflix or whatever, I always feel like, man, I could be creating a video right now. And so for a while, I was becoming a bit of a slave to my own YouTube channel, because every time I had free time, I felt like I needed to create a video to have something up on my channel. Because as you all know, YouTube is a very competitive scene. I'm competing with all these other channels that are uploading daily and uploading great content daily, and I just can't compete with that at times. And the only way that I've felt like I've been able to do that is by giving up a major part of my life, or what has been or had been a major part of my life, in playing video games. That kind of slowed down when I, was studying in university, but especially with my YouTube channel, I soon found that I can't play games generally. So when I'm on the podcast talking about, I didn't play any games this week, there's a reason for that. It's because I just don't have the time. And when I do have the free time, I feel like I need to concentrate on YouTube and work on YouTube. So by the way, that's how the bucket list series has come to fruition, because I've tried for so long to figure out a way to combine my love of playing games and wanting to play games to creating YouTube videos, which is why doing Let's Play-esque style videos where I'm still talking about these games and discussing them was a great way to move forward, which is what I'm going to be doing with my channel. By the way, hopefully I can create some of that bucket list content this weekend. So hopefully on that aspect you understand how YouTube fits into my personal life. Again, it's just a hobby. It's not something that I can spend all day, every day concentrating on. And this relates to the second point. Because I still don't really have many subscribers, I only have 46,000, which may sound like a lot, but in comparison to everyone else on this platform, it's really insignificant. And combine that with the fact that I can't really upload many videos, I do not make much money at all from this. The thing that I used to say in the past is that I barely made enough money on YouTube to pay off my phone bill. It's a bit more than that. I'm not going to give specific numbers because I never believe you should talk about how much money you're earning, but it's really, really nothing. It's not even comparable to a part-time or casual job. Literally, I barely earn anything from this. So when people comment and say, you're doing this for the clicks, or you're doing this for the views, or you're doing this, just to get money, well, no, not really. I don't make much from this. It's purely a hobby. It's purely something that I really enjoy. Would I like someday to be able to earn a chunk of change from YouTube? Absolutely. I don't hide from that fact. If I could do something that I love, play games, and earn a decent revenue from that, I think anybody would be stupid to say no. Obviously, I would like to do that. And also on top of that as well, I would just like to grow my channel. I would like my channel to be big and something that I'm really proud of, and something that gets a lot of views, because after all, this is a competitive platform where that effectively is one of the main goals, on top of creating great content and enjoying that and doing it because it's a passion, etc. So when I create my videos and do titles a certain way and do thumbnails a certain way and think of certain ideas for videos, know that it's not really because I'm doing it for the money. It's doing it really first because I do like it, it's my hobby, and I do enjoy what I do, but also it's to get views and grow so that I can hopefully get to that stage where, yes, I am making a decent chunk of change from YouTube. And lastly, the thing that I want to talk about in answering the question of, what's it like managing this channel, I want to say that it is difficult. It is difficult for me to do so. Now, I know that there are jobs and hobbies out there that are much harder than this. I completely understand that, and I'm not negating how hard other jobs and how hard other hobbies can be. But relatively, trying to do YouTube on top of a full-time job, when I have free time, is difficult because it's such a competitive platform. I feel that if I'm not getting videos out there that people are watching, that I don't get at least, a 5 to 10% viewer attach rate on all of my videos, that, to be honest, I'm falling behind. And it's really hard to compete against people on this platform that, again, do this as a full-time career and have much more time than I do to commit to making videos and to commit to making their channel much better. And because of that, and because I like to watch other YouTubers and other content creators, every time I see people doing videos which I consider to be my competitors, and for a while that was other 4x4 channels, whether it's creating news or creating great content for mods, etc., I feel like I was truly falling behind. Every day that I don't make a video, I feel regret for that. And it's a shitty feeling because, again, I feel forced to use my spare time to create videos, and for a long time I was becoming a slave to my channel. So my head really is at the stage now where I'm trying to truly focus on this channel purely as a hobby. I don't know if I'm ever going to reach a stage where YouTube is drawing in a full-time income or equivalent to a full-time income. I doubt that's going to happen for me, and I know how unstable YouTube is in bringing money as a viable career. You can supplement that with Patreon and donations, etc. But even with those revenue streams coming in, unless you're madly popular, it's still a relatively unreliable platform, especially someone like me who's a low to mid-tier YouTuber in terms of subscriber size. Sometimes I have really good months in terms of revenue, and sometimes, yeah, I won't be able to pay off my mobile phone bill. So I don't know if that's going to happen, but for the meantime, I think I've got to stop comparing myself to other channels that do this as a full-time career or that have much more spare time than I do, because I'm going to go crazy if I try and compare views and compare content, because the playing field for me compared to other people is just not equal. So I've got to change my mindset to the stage where I'm treating this purely as a hobby. When I have time and when I don't just want to relax, I actually want to create videos and create content. I've got to actually enjoy what I'm doing. I've got to not feel like I'm a slave to my channel, whether it's constantly pushing out Fallout 4 news videos just so I can remain competitive, or doing mod overhaul videos because doing mod videos with Fallout 4 is a popular thing to do and gets a lot of views. I just want to treat this as a hobby that I enjoy and something that I really love. And yes, that means even if I don't get as many views as I used to, even if I lose subscribers, even if I don't grow as fast as I was growing, such as when Fallout 4 was released, I was growing really, really fast at that stage. I've got to just accept the fact that because of everything I mentioned before, I can't grow my channel really fast because I can't put the time and effort into doing so. Some people have less time than me, create better content than I do, and grow really fast. That's fine, but I found that I can't do that. My channel is just not geared towards that for some reason. So I'm going to try and find my roots and tap into what I initially really enjoyed about this particular hobby of mine in creating content on YouTube. And that is just creating entertaining videos that people love and conversing with the community. Literally, that's what it should be about, and I'm going to try and regain that lost passion of mine. It's not completely lost, and it sounds dramatic, but I'm going to try and really, truly enjoy this hobby that in the past, I really did truly enjoy. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this particular video. Again, if you want to ask me a question for the next Alone Time, leave a comment down below. Also, let me know what you think of the series. I can already see what some of the questions are going to be. Do a face reveal, Alone. Why don't you do a face reveal? But anyways, guys, this